Monday. All right, what's taking up prime real estate in your brain these days? I mean, taking you away from your weekend, right? Money, worries, expectations, doubts, dreams. Yeah, those are all super hot topics right now for women over 40. In fact, if you paid attention to my Instagram last week, I did a post on the most common things midlife women search on the internet. So today we're gonna break them down. In fact, we're gonna talk about the big one. You guessed it, money. You ever feel like you should be further along financially by now? You know, like you've raised a family, you've worked hard, you've poured yourself into your career, and yet retirement still feels a little out of reach. Your savings account isn't where you really want it to be. And the idea of making more money feels way beyond overwhelming. Yeah, me too. Because let's be real, we're already juggling a lot. But here's the good news. Making more money in midlife is absolutely not about working harder. It's about working smarter. So today I'm going to share a game plan to boost your income without the burnout. Because seriously, we are way too grown up to be overworked and underpaid. Do you agree? All right, let's kick off the conversation with what I like to refer to as the midlife money myths, or more precisely, the lies we've been told about money in midlife. First, let's bust some of those myths because these are keeping way too many women up at night and stuck. So myth number one is it's too late to increase my income. False. Myth number two, you have to grind harder to make more money. Bulldozer. And then myth number three, starting over financially is impossible. No, no, and no. Research shows that midlife is actually prime time for financial growth. Why? Well, we have way more experience, better networks, and stronger decision-making skills than ever before. So if you've been feeling like you're stuck financially, here's the good news. You're not. You just need a new strategy, an actionable plan for how to make more money without working yourself into the ground. Are you ready? All right, strategy one, leverage what you already know. The easiest way to make more money, use the skills and experience you already have, but in a new way. Now, whoa, before you sign up for a new degree or starting from scratch, ask yourself this, what am I already good at? Or what do people ask me for advice on? How can I package that into something profitable, right? So for me, I was in the television business for 30 years. I knew how to be confident on camera, speak in front of super large groups, and make genuine emotional connections with complete strangers. Do any of those skills sound like something other people would benefit from? How about in work? How about personal settings? Absolutely. In fact, my course has now been offered to over 30,000 students. Not kidding. And that's something that's still hard for me to wrap my head around. I simply took skills that I had honed over the last 3 decades, remodeled and repackaged them into something new that better met my current objectives. And by the way, I can give you more details on that later, but for now, how about more ideas for you to consider? Okay, if you've been in corporate work for years, how about consulting or freelancing on the side? Seriously, hold please. Imagine yourself at 20 or 30 years old. What would you have paid to fast track your career? Learn from someone else's mistakes rather than going through it yourself? Yeah. Or what if you're great at organizing? Offer home organization services. So I actually paid my friend Allison to do this for me, and she was amazing. And now she's turned organizing into a whole new career for herself. And no, not just talking about the junk drawer or even your closet. She organizes and plans vacations and destination events. I mean, it is so cool to see her use her God-given gifts and talents to create something fulfilling not only for herself, but for others. All right, let's do one more. Maybe you've been a teacher. How about consider tutoring or online courses? Now there's big money in this one. It is a huge business right now. There's no age limit to your students and you can work from anywhere. Oh, and on your own time schedule. That's not bad, right? You know, you don't need to start over. You just need to monetize what you already know, all of those skills you've honed. It's about reinvention. Use your experience and get paid. Whew. Now that's a juicy good one, but I've got more. Are you ready? Strategy number 2. Find passive income streams. Now, this has been a term that's been buzzing around social media for a while, but simply put, passive income is money that keeps coming in with minimal effort over time. Because let's be serious. We are 100% not about that hustle till you drop any more life, right? Smart women make money while they sleep. So I'll share a few passive income ideas. One is affiliate marketing. All you do is recommend products that you love and you get paid. Now, literally every website, you just scroll to the bottom, has an affiliate marketing tab and you just have to sign up. I mean, you're already sharing your favorite things with your friends and family, right? You call them up, oh my gosh, you got to check this out. Well, now you get paid for the referral. And if you're super into it, you can attach your links to social posts, blogs, Pinterest boards, whatever. All right, number 2, create digital products. I'm talking about ebooks, templates, courses. By the way, Canva is a fantastic resource for this. It really gets your creative juices flowing. And don't get caught up in the weeds on this one. You don't have to be a professional artist or a graphic designer. You're simply looking for a method to share what you already know. All right, what about investing? Stocks, dividends, real estate, or even renting out what you own? A spare room, storage space. Do you know you can even rent out your cars these days? I'm not kidding. My college kids just taught me about this one last weekend. You know, if your money isn't working for you, you're working too hard. Now, think back to strategy 2 as we're finding more ways to make money in your sleep. You may need to sit down for strategy number 3. Raise your prices. Yep, you're worth more. You can go ahead and put your eyebrows down, start breathing again. I'm serious. Raise your prices. Here's the sad reality. Women tend to undercharge, especially in midlife. How sad is that? We've done this to ourselves. So we have to talk. Are you underpricing yourself? If you're a freelancer, a consultant, or a small business owner, chances are you're charging too little. Now, this is not just from the Book of Albany. Market research shows that midlife professionals tend to undervalue their skills, even when they have more experience than the younger competitors. So it's time to change that. Increase your rates because your experience is valuable. Charge for your time. This is a big bee in my bonnet thing. If somebody says, can I pick your brain? No, that's a paid session. You worked so hard for all that knowledge and insight, so stop discounting your worth. Because I'll tell you this, if a man half your age with half your skills is out there charging double, it's time for you to know your worth and charge accordingly. So that brings me to strategy number 4, monetize a passion project. Every single day, people make real money doing what they love. It's not just a dream. If you've got a hobby you love, it might be your next income stream. So do you love baking? Sell those cakes, or maybe casseroles or pot roasts to those single dads or overworked mom with no time to cook healthy, nutritious meals. Or are you obsessed with fashion? Start a styling business, or maybe color analysis. You remember when I did that? You know how popular that is right now. I paid good money to get my style done. You curate the information and you help others solve their problem. Win-win. How about this one? Can you stop decorating, or you love DIY? Interior design services might be your thing. Think about it. What are you doing for fun? Why not get paid for it? Your passion might just become your next paycheck. That would be cool, right? All right, last one, strategy 5. Negotiate everything. And no, don't get itchy. I'm not talking about carnival barking and talking everyone down. Most people don't negotiate the big stuff, their salaries, their contracts, their rates, and they lose thousands of dollars because of it. And I haven't even started on bartering. So what are ways that you can negotiate more money? Well, at work, you can ask for a raise or better benefits. If you're freelancing, like I said, charge higher rates. If you're running a business, negotiate vendor costs. What's the worst case? They say no. Best case, you just gave yourself a raise. All right, my sweet friend, let's start making more money without the burnout. Let's be real. Your time, your talent, your experience, they're worth big money. So get out there, start claiming it. Hey, comment below, share with us what money strategy you're gonna start first, and do share this video with a friend who needs a financial glow up. I'll see you next week.